They did draw the contact.
Riley Freeman has carried Waunakee offensively in this one. He's the third leading scorer on the ball club. And really him and Stefan kind of equal for that secondary role behind Mitch Listow. Either one of them can really be his sidekick in most of these games. And he's already up to 9 points of the 11 for Waunakee.
Again, very key factor, though, in their improvement. Even though they've had a great year all year long, when they took up the next step, next level, it was because of him.
First team all-conference honors for Freeman this season. His coach calls him a double-double waiting to happen. Well, he's already got the 10 points. We'll see if he can get there. 3 rebounds as well. Time now for a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Whitnall with a 2-point lead here in this Division II semifinal. It has not been an offensive display here in the first half, but for Waunakee, especially a struggle recently. They're down to 13% from the field there, Coach.
Again, both teams juiced up, almost too much like Brett Favre used to come out in the first quarter and just start throwing the ball over the place. They'll calm down, they'll get more efficient with their possessions.
And Whitnall coming across against that full court pressure. They break it and now set up the offense. Tyler Hero calling something out as he works on Ronk.
Again, a little double stagger screen across the baseline. Try to get Hero a quick look.
Hero takes it from Taylor. They work a little give and go game here. Taylor kind of got it swatted there by Waunakee player just into the ball game. That was Nate Carter. Instead, it's up to Ronk. Ronk dumps it off. Carter cannot handle the pass. So here comes Hero. Jensen slows him down.
Right idea by Waunakee, just couldn't take care of it.
That is a tough shot right there from Tyler Hero, who's floating away from the basket when he hit that one.
Usually goes off his left, but he's so long and releases the ball so high.
Here's Listow. Handing it off to Jensen. Free throw line extended over to Ronk.
Keeping the lane open for curls and dribble penetration.
This is a smaller lineup on the floor right now for Waunakee with Freeman out, and so Listow connects from the outside.
Got to get their main scorer going.
For Listow, a much needed shot, now 2 of 8 for the floor.
Again, Whitnall pretty relaxed and handling that pressure. Run and jump at the end, though.
Brault to Taylor. Taylor with Jacob Miller on him. He gives it up to Hero. Hero tries a fadeaway. That one no good. Tipped out by Mixon, but he tips it right to Listow. Listow's got a 2-on-1 with Jensen, and Jensen can't finish. There's Listow there to clean it up.
Again, another run out off a shot that caromed off. One they finally capitalized on.
How about this, Coach? Listow with 8 rebounds already, make it now 9 as they give him one there.
Active young man. Law couldn't stop. He hasn't stopped growing yet either.
Mixon inside, tries that little hook shot, didn't go. He tips it back to Hero, though, to keep it alive, and Hero will finish with the finger roll.
Another guy that's long and hasn't stopped growing either.
These kids, a lot of them on the floor right now are sophomores, folks.
Very familiar with each other, though, at the youth level.
Including Listow, who can't get that runner to fall.
I like the shot selection. That's his shot.
This is Hero crossing over both ways. Dumps it down. Taylor, a little bit of a size advantage here, down low, but he gives it up to Thomas.
Again, would rather go off his left.
Thomas tries the tough shot. A little too long, bounces off the back rim.
Good sound ball defense.
Nice catch there by Jensen to keep that one from going out of bounds. Here's an open look for Ronk, and he was way downtown on that one.
He is one solid player. He's got a high IQ. Got to steal.
Nearly picked off. Instead, Whitnall now got us to try and cross it across the midcourt line. They do, and Brault draws a foul.
Again, Ronk does all the little things. He can score, he can go both ways. Bottom line is he comes in for Coach McKenzie and gives him a lift.
Ronk about 4 or 5 feet beyond the arc on that one. I should say the first arc. We have 2 of them down the white arc.
Ronk never loses his cool, keeps his poise. Does a great job coming off the bench and keeping the urgency up for Waunakee.
We are under 4 minutes to go now in the first half. Waunakee up one. Tyler Hero with the basketball, dribbles it off the Ronk's foot there, and we have a breakout. And here it is, the lay up and in right there by Jacob Miller.
All created by Ronk by keeping him on one side of the floor. If you ever watch Waunakee, they try to keep her on one side of the floor. Don't let you turn the ball.
Taylor got a spin move and found it way, kick out. No good, Brault on the three. So here's Miller going up ahead to Ronk. Ronk's gonna stop and pop for three, and Ronk is feeling it.
That intangible, the guy just knows when and where.
Suddenly the lead up to 6 for Waunakee. Whitnall, though, continuing the pace. Both of these teams like to get up and down, and we're gonna have a stoppage in play as Riley Freeman gets tagged for the foul on Mixon.
The first time, Freeman did a nice job chesting up. The second time, he lost the vertical plane.
Let's check out Ronk, who just stops and pops, Coach. That is a tough shot to hit when you're moving like that.
But, you know, he had his feet set. He had his balance. He went straight up. If he did anything, he leaned forward. But it's what Waunakee does. They like that transition. It's not fast break basketball. It's flow. It's fluidity.
So this is Andrew Mixon, the senior, at the free throw line. You see he averages about 4 points per ball game. As Coach said, he's really kind of the dirty work guy down low for them. He's their hustle guy. You're going to see him. We saw him already, a couple of tip backs to keep possessions alive. But he can't hit that free throw, so it's still a 5-point lead for the Warriors.
And Waunakee on a run, scoring in bunches right now.
Listow working around himself, looks inside to Freeman. Freeman goes cross-court to Steffen. Steffen steps up, 12-footer, no good. He came up short.
Excellent fade, screen and turn, though, out of the post.
Hero dumps it up to Alexopoulos, saves it from going out of bounds, back to Brault.
You got to go back to your two-cycle engine a little bit with Hero and Taylor.
You would think Hero might want to try a shot. Sure enough, he was thinking that. Indeed, he's fouled before he can get anything off, though. That'll be Jensen.
That snap of the net's pretty nice to hear when he shoots it.
We have a timeout on the floor, and message now from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station. Waunakee has taken a 5-point lead here in the latter half of the first half of action. They've done it by getting some fast break opportunities, Coach. They love to run, and when they do run, they need to capitalize. Didn't necessarily capitalize early, but you see there, they were able to get 2 points, and very key for them to turn those turnovers into points.
Again, it all started with the on-ball defense. Waunakee wants you to get on one side of the floor and keep you there. They literally turn their defensive bodies and make it tough to get the ball swung side to side. Bust-outs were there earlier. Now they're capitalizing them for Waunakee.
Falcons with the ball, trailing by 5. Taylor working on the screen around Alexopoulos. He gets doubled, so he hands it off to Alexopoulos. Now here's Hero. Hero with the jumper, short. And we're going to get a foul. Looks like they're going to get Tyler Hero for going over the back.
Good look, though. They had a mismatch with height. Went right at it. This ball wouldn't fall.
Coach Kajawa looking on, trying to find out a way to get the offense back clicking here.
Best thing he said we had to do against Waunakee is keep him out of the paint. Dribble penetration could not happen that often.
Don't think either team complaining about their defensive efforts thus far. It's been low scoring. Waunakee, though, starting to pick up the pace on the offensive end. Here's Listow over to Steffen. Steffen, free throw line extended. And I think a shout of relief from Steffen as he knocked that one down.
Again, a lot to do, just drawing two guys, Listow, and found the open man, Steffens.
We're going to get a foul called in the backcourt. That one's going to be on Miller. Miller trying to say, dribbled it off my foot, knocked me over, but the ref says, it's all right, son, go have a seat.
These guys in the black and white tend to be more right than wrong. I mean, 98%, but coaches always make it sound more than that.
Usually it doesn't help to question them. Let's just put it that way.
Paul likes to get that little stagger screen for Hero.
Hero now pulling back. Ronk keeping very close tabs on him.
Again, trying to isolate or keep him on one side of the floor. As you can see, Freeman on Taylor.
The inside feed to Alexopoulos. He gets in trouble. Hero, though, able to find an open look from downtown, but he cannot connect.
Good extra pass. Ball was halfway down.
Steffen now to Ronk. Back to Steffen. With 1:06 to go, he's eyeing up the clock, and they'll work the offense.
And Freeman in the post, does a nice job seeing what the defense presents.
Freeman hands it off to Ronk, and Ronk has had a very good first half, and that was Freeman to Ronk, kind of the two heroes of the first half for the Warriors thus far.
You gotta like that bench player that comes up and actually the game goes up. I mean, he's got a great IQ of what his team needs at the time.
So Waunakee now up 9, and for Whitnall, this is one of those key points where the next minute or so could make a huge difference in this ball game, because in the second half you could be down double digits or you could whittle it down to 6-7 points.
Like you said, Lance, it's all about mentality. I'm down in single digits compared to double digits. It's big for even a college player to even think about that.
The 2016 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Gearhart's Kitchen and Bath Stores, Wisconsin, family owned since 1897. Riley Freeman leading the way with 10 points. Tyler Ronk, 8 points off the bench. So it's been the unsung heroes for Waunakee that have been making the huge difference thus far, Coach.
Again, another thing, Waunakee has settled down. They're not quite as juiced up. They're ramped up. They had good looks. They had bust outs. Now they're about a half notch slower. So many young people think you got to play fast, fast, fast. You don't. You got to be proficient with your time and space.
And for Whitnall, a big difference could be just hitting an outside shot there. 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Tyler Hero now 4 of 11 from the field. He's had to take some tough looks, though. Waunakee's defense has made sure that everything has been contested.
One other thing, like Coach McKinnon said, we got to keep Whitnall off the boards, and they have.
Right now, Waunakee leading the rebounding battle, 22-18. Full court pressure once again, and this one, nearly picked off. Ronk ran into his teammate, got clothesline. Freeman with one block, but how about the persistence from Darren Thomas? He gets the and one.
Does a great job persevering, didn't panic, recovered, regrouped, saw a good block, but then came back with a great shot fake and a finish.
Just what the doctor ordered for Whitnall here, as they're able to stem the tide. And Thomas has a chance for a three-point play. There it is.
Nothing better than the old-fashioned three-point play to get your mindset for a defensive possession, a defensive stop.
Freeman's going to sit now with 2 fouls. Don't want him to pick up a third for the second half.
In a last possession, they might open up the lane for Steffens and Ronk and Listow.
We'll see if Waunakee holds, kind of against their nature to hold it for 30 seconds, but we'll see what they decide to do. It looks like Steffen will pull it back.
And you got 3 guys that can put it on the floor like they can. You can pretty much dictate the tempo you want.
Listow
loves to go off his left, loves to bob and weave and come back.
There you go, the lefty going to the left here. Now with 9 seconds to go, is Coach Dana McKenzie saying time to go now. 5 seconds left. Gets some space, creates an opening. Off the back iron, it's tipped around, and that is going to do it. That is the end of the first half. The Waunakee Warriors using a rally to take a 6-point lead at the break, and an impressive offensive turnaround, I would say, in the second half of that first half there, Coach, from Waunakee.
Again, the tempo changed just a half notch for Waunakee on the full court and half court level, and they made them pay. On the other side, Whitnall's not getting any second shots. Their looks are pretty good, but getting no second chance opportunities.
For the most part, it has indeed been a defensive battle here in the first half. Neither team cracking 30. Let's check in now with Waunakee head coach Dana McKenzie. He is with our Brandon Kinnard.
Thank you very much, Lance. Dana, Tyler Hero averages 24 points a game. You guys looked like you really made him uncomfortable. He did get 8, but are you happy with the job you did on him defensively?
Yeah, we're happy. You know, we're just trying to make it difficult. He's going to get his points, but we're just trying to make him a little uncomfortable to get those.
How about the job Riley Freeman did offensively? He had a spurt of points there right at the gates. Looked like it really got you guys going and opened the doors for some other players as well.
Yeah, Riley's been carrying us to this point, and we just got to keep getting the ball down there. If they're going to play behind him, he needs touches.
Thanks, Dana. Good luck in the second half. Back to you guys.
So the Warriors up 6 here in the first of 2 Division II semifinals. Time now for a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Waunakee up by 6 over Whitnall at the half here, this first Division II semifinal. And Coach, neither team's leading scorer thus far really able to get on track in the first half. Almost feel like we could see a totally different ball game in the second half.
I tell you, I like what the other players are doing, like we mentioned earlier in the game, and that's about being a team, and that's why these teams are here. But like you said, Bottom line is, which team is going to slow down a tad bit to get a few more extra looks, but most of all, just finish shots.
Well, we're going to preview that second half and break down what happened in the first in a few minutes. But first, we're going to send it upstairs to Bob Bradovich.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much. Now, for any high school senior, choosing a college can be a very difficult proposition when you want to extend both your academic and athletic careers. But for Brandon Meyer of Superior, he's a gentleman that didn't have to look too far out of his comfort zone. Here's a story with Norman Seawright of our Duluth Superior affiliate.
Deciding where to go to college is a huge step.
I always knew, but for most of the summer, I just tested it out. I went on other visits. And
finding the right fit. I mean, that's what picking a college ultimately comes down to.
For Superior High School's Brandon Meyer, committing to play basketball for UMD was the right fit.
And the family gets to watch you, friends, and that stay around, so it's nice.
I was very, very happy for him. You know, he wasn't sure if he was going to wait it out, play his senior year, and see what came along.
The process, on the other hand, not so easy.
I went through that as a player as well.
So it's nice that Spartans head coach Jake Smith knows how it works.
I talked with Brandon a lot, you know, talked with the college coaches that were interested in him, and just kind of guided him through that process.
It was a relief to know before the season, and it was just mostly weight lifted off my shoulders.
The Spartans finished the regular season 19-3. And Meyer looks forward to playing in college.
The level of competition, it's going to be a big step from high school, and I know that. I think that's what I'm excited about.
And he's prepared to work hard, because if the future Bulldog is one thing, it's this.
Relentless. Just the goal is to be the best I can be, so that's what I work for.
And the state tournament could be part of his legacy.
Throughout my career, I just want to be remembered.
If you want to be one of the best players, you got to work the hardest, and he embraces that role.
He's got the spirit of a Spartan and the tenacity of a Bulldog.
If you are hoping to capture the magic of March, but you know you're not going to be around a TV set, well, we've got you covered. There is an app for that. It's the WIA Magic of March app. You can download that to your phone or other mobile device. We are live streaming all these state tournament games on the app. You can also get scores, game stories, much more on the Magic of March WIA app. And also, if you are looking to get a copy of one of these state tournament games, if you forgot to set the DVR, we've got you covered there as well. Get a DVD copy of any one of these 2016 WIA State Tournament broadcasts. You can order online, prepfilms.com. Include $25 per copy, include shipping, handling, and tax. You can put that on your Master or Visa card. Order online, and in 4 to 6 weeks, you will get that DVD copy. Got a good one going right now in the Division II semifinals between Whitnall and Waunakee. To recap the first half, let's go back courtside. John Nedelkoff and Lance Fieser.
All right, thank you, Bob. Yeah, and if you're just joining us, you'd probably be expecting the Tyler Hero, Mitch Listow show, but it has been the other guys that have really stepped up and done a great job, particularly from Waunakee, and guys even off the bench like Tyler Ronk.
I tell you, Tyler Ronk has done that all year, and he's gotten better and better because he's got a high IQ. What's my coach need? I need a shot. I need to get in the paint. I need to make an extra pass. He's excellent at it.
Spoken like a true coach, Coach. Let's check out the first half highlights here from this Division II semifinal. And it started with a whole lot of Riley Freeman, the senior, is the third leading scorer on this team. Not a huge surprise, although he's nearly matched his season total for average in the first half, Coach.
Main reason why they've taken it up a notch the last 15 games of the season.
And here's Kevion Taylor. He has been relatively quiet. He's the second leading scorer for Whitnall. This guy is a guy that makes them go. However, Tyler Hero has had everything contested. He averages 24 a game. You see the defensive pressure, which has led to some fast break points. Very key for Waunakee.
And it all leads to how they pressure the ball, keeping you on one side of the court.
This was a fast break three from Moronk, who we mentioned has come up off the bench with 8 points. He's been huge. But, of course, Whitnall keeping it close throughout. Great tenacity down low from Thomas there. Let's check out the first half stats. 3-point field goals. Obviously, Whitnall, they want to get on the board here in the second half. Tyler Hero can shoot it, so can Taylor.
I like their looks. I like their initial shots. They just can't get a second shot. Otherwise, sometimes it's a little rushed in the sense of the shooting technique, but Their coach can't be disturbed on the shot selection they're taking.
Let's look at the leading scorers in this ball game. Like we said, Riley Freeman leading all scorers with 10. Hero has 8, but they've been a tough 8.
I tell you, like Coach McKenzie says, we're going to make it as rough as possible. He's going to get his points, but we don't want to give him any second chances.
All right, we are almost ready to set the stage here for the second half. But first, we want to take a quick commercial break to hear from our local sponsors. You're watching your WIAA network station. Whitnall trailing by 6 here in this beginning of the second half. Let's hear now from their head coach, Steve Kajawa. He's with our Brandon Kinhorn.
Steve, you guys haven't had too much trouble with their full court press, but the pace at times, I guess we could describe it as frantic sometimes. Any designs to slow that down in the second?
Yes, we just need to get back on defense. That's all we need to do in transition. In particular, when they're pressing us, get the ball in the middle, look to go. If it's not there, just set something up. But we'll fix it in the second half.
Tyler Hero did manage 8 points in that first half, but it looked like they really made your best player uncomfortable at times there. You confident he'll find his groove in the second?
Absolutely. It comes down to shots. We're not hitting shots right now. They hit some shots. Early in the game, both teams are kind of trying to find their rhythm and flow. They have the rhythm right now. We're going to get back in the second half.
Thanks, Steve. Thank you. Good luck in the second. Lance, John?
Waunakee starts with the basketball and that 6-point lead. Listow, he tries the first shot of the ball game. The runner, no good.
Coach Kajawa is just right on target. Get a little tempo, see the ball go through the net, touch the paint a little more, and work from there.
These state tournament games, often halftime is when you see teams kind of calm down, Coach, and they come back out, look more like the team they are in the regular season when those nerves are gone.
And every minute of the game counts, but those first 3-4 minutes out of the second half can set the tempo the rest of the game.
Look at the no-look pass from Tyler Hero. Little showtime to mix in for the finish.
Excellent pass, excellent recognition, delivered the ball at the right time.
Now a 4-point ball game.
Little flex action, running the swing, up screens and back screens.
There's Freeman up top, usually working down low.
Again, trying to get a post-up look, maybe a curl cut off the elbow.
And they love to probe off of this with their guards. Most of them very adept at driving into the paint. Freeman using that little forearm. And
I saw little Jimmy Brody.